good morning. How are you doing today? Welcome to today's class with Mr. Keke Manuel Ogemde. In our class today, we will be taking a question from past IGCSE question paper. And here comes the question. Show that 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 is a square root of 53 minus 12 root 10. That's question Roman figure 1. Roman figure 2. State the other square root of 53 minus 12 root 10. Then Roman figure 3, or B, part of the question. Express 6 root 3 plus 7 root 2 all over 4 root 3 plus 5 root 2 in the form A plus B root 6, where A and B are integers to be found. Okay, here comes the solution. Since we want to show that 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 is a square root of 53 minus 12 root 10, let us square it. So we'll write 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 all squared, which means 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 in bracket multiplied by 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 in another bracket. We open the brackets. So we write 3 root 5 of 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2 in bracket minus 2 root 2 of 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2. We close the bracket. So we open the bracket. 3 times 3, 9, root 5 times root 5, 5. 5 times 9, 45. Now 3 times 2, 6. Root 5 times root 2 is root 10. So we have minus 6 root 10. So minus 2 root 2 times 3 root 5 is still minus 6 root 10. So minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4 root 2 times root 2 is 2. 2 times plus 4 is 8. So we have 45 plus 8. It gives us 53. Minus 6 minus 6 gives us minus 12. So that's minus 12 root 10. That is proved. In the second part of the question, to find the square root of 53 minus 12 root 2, we said let the square root of 53 minus 12 root 10 be equals to A minus B root 10. Then we squaring both sides of the equation, we have square root of 53 minus 12 root 10 all squared is equals to A minus B root 10 all squared. Whatever we do to the left hand side, we do it at the right hand side. So when we square the square root of 53 minus 12 root 10, we have 53 minus 12 root 10 is equals to, when we square this right hand side of the equation, we have A squared minus 2AB root 10 plus 10B squared. So we are going to compare the coefficient. We take the constant part and we take the part that has the sodic form. So we have A squared plus 10B squared is equals to 53. And we have minus 2AB root 10 is equals to minus 12 root 10. We'll call them equations 1 and 2. From equation 2, we have AB is equals to 6. That's minus cancels minus. Root 10 cancels root 10. So AB is equals to 6. So A is equals to 6 over B. That becomes equation 3. So we try to substitute equation 3 in equation 1. So we have, replacing A as 6 over B, we have 6 over B all squared plus 10B squared is equals to 53. So 6 over B all squared gives us 36 all over B squared plus 10B squared is equals to 53. Now to clear the fraction, we multiply by B squared. So it gives us 36 plus 10B raised to the power 4 is equals to 53B squared. We rearrange this. We have 10B raised to the power 4 minus 53B squared plus 36 is equals to 0. It is a quartic equation, but it can be taken as a quadratic equation. So using the quadratic formula, we have B squared is equals to, so we are using x is equals to minus B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. That's the general molecular method. General formula method for solving quadratic equation. So we have negative of negative 53 plus or minus the square root of negative 53 squared minus 4 times 36 times 10 all over 20. So it gives us 53 plus or minus the square root of 2,809 minus 1,440 all over 20. So which gives us 53 plus or minus square root of 1369 all over 20. So which gives us b squared is equals to 53 plus or minus 37 all over 20. So b squared can be written as 53 plus 37 over 20 or 53 minus 37 over 20. So in that case we have b squared is equals to, or have 90 over 20 or 16 over 20. Reduced to the lowest term, b squared is equals to 9 over 2 or 4 over 5. So therefore b can be written as 3 over root 2 or 2 over root 5. So recall that a is equals to 6 over b. So in that case, if we substitute b as 3 over root 2, we will have a given as 2 root 2. Or we substitute b as 2 over root 5, we will have a given as 3 root 5. So we go to our assumption. The assumption says that let the square root of 53 minus 12 root 10 be equals to a minus b root 10. So we substitute b there into a minus b root 10. We have this. When we substitute that, we have 2 root 2 minus 3 root 5. Or when we substitute in the other one, we have 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2. So we're already given 3 root 5 minus 2 root 2. So therefore the second part, which is not given, is 2 root 2 minus 3 root 5. So in that case, the missing part of the square root is 2 root 2 minus 3 root 5, which can be seen indirectly as the conjugate of that sort given. Now, we have to simplify 6 root 3 plus 7 root 2 all over 4 root 3 plus 5 root 2. We introduce the conjugate of the denominator. So when we said 4 root 3 minus 5 root 2 divided by 4 root 3 minus 5 root 2, we only introduced 1. And anything multiplied by 1 remains the same because 1 is a multiplicative identity. So in that case, when we open the bracket, we have 72 minus 30 root 6 plus 28 root 6 minus 70 all over 48 minus 20 root 6 plus 20 root 6 minus 50. So we have 72 minus 70 as 2, minus 30 root 6 plus 28 root 6 as minus 2 root 6. And we have 48 minus 50 as minus 2, minus 20 root 6 plus 20 root 6 as 0. So when we use minus 2 to divide the numerator, we have minus 1 plus root 6. So a is minus 1 and b is 1. Please share our video. Please help us by sharing our video. Please write to us, say something to us. Please share our video. Please follow us on Facebook. Please click follow us on Facebook. We will appreciate that. If you wish to hear from us, you can reach us through this contact 080-387-46884. God bless you.